Hey guys, welcome back to Kiwi Classics and Customs. Now today, for a complete change of pace, we have a Mustang. Yep, another Mustang. Now this one's a little bit different than the ones we've been working on in that it's a 68 fastback. Started life as a 350, recently started life as a 351 Windsor. I'm not sure what the original engine was. The customer decided he wanted to put a 427 big block in it, which, you know, everybody loves a big block. Took it to a shop in California. They said, sure, we can do that swap for you, $1,500 in and out. That's really not enough money to put a big block into a small block car, just saying. So anyway, $1,500 later, unfortunately, it's a mess. Let's have a quick look under here and I can show you what I mean. So, they got it in the hole. Unfortunately, it's in the wrong place. It's hard over into the master cylinder. It's hard up against the radiator. There's really no room for a water pump pulley or accessories or anything like that. What they did was they took the old engine out, bolted this new engine to the original transmission that was still mounted on the cross member, and said, okay, that's where it goes. You know, what they needed to actually do was get the transmission out and move the transmission back and get the motor where it has to go. There's not a lot of wiggle room. This has got the Heights front suspension, so you know the shock towers are deleted, so we got a good amount of width, but we don't have a lot of length. Now you may be able to see in the shot Barry's taking there that the steering rack is hanging down. It's kind of, they've attempted to hold it up with hose clamps and cable ties just so they could get it out the door and get it gone. Yeah, they just took the guy's $1,500 and said, see ya, too hard for us. And yeah, so now it's at my shop. We're going to do it properly. So what we're going to do, pull the engine and trans, get the trans off to one side. That's the second part of the install. We've got to get the engine where it needs to be, far enough back. We may cut the firewall just to fudge us a couple of extra inches. This is all the stuff we're going to go through with you. We'll take it kind of step by step. You know, it's probably going to be another one of these 10 episode kind of builds, and we'll go from there. We'll get rid of Kev because he's doing nothing but take up space that we don't have a lot of. But yeah, we haven't had this car in the air yet, so let's get her up in the air and see what this one's hiding. So one thing we have noticed is an independent rear axle, which is pretty unusual for a Mustang, obviously aftermarket. It's got the side exiting exhaust. It kind of has shades of the Eleanor to it. It's got a nice overhead console, it's got the rear seat. So this is it's a pro touring car, muscle car. Quite a bit of money's been spent on it already. We just got to tidy her up. Let's grab a light here. There we go. So yeah, here's your rear end. Very nice. I'm not sure what brand that is, but it's got the nice calipers on it and vented inboard discs. Not sure, that could be a Jaguar rear end. That could be a modified Jaguar rear end. It's probably blinding your camera, is it?
That's
yeah,
better.
all this looks like it's done nicely. There's plenty of extra structure being added in to control the rear axle. Yeah, it's all pretty beefy. Fairly serious stuff. We've got the exhaust here hangs a little low for my liking, but I'm not too sure whether we can do anything about that. I have seen these done where they continue through the tunnel and go around and go through the chassis rail and out, actually through the rocker rather than under it. But that's not really what we're doing on this car right now. But that, you know, that may come in time. A broken exhaust hanger, but it's really nothing. Yeah, so there you go. That's sort of Tremec 5-speed by the look of it. the hydraulic clutch, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, look at the steering rack. What a mess this is. We just had a heck of a time getting it pushed into the shop because the rack's just flopping around. Kind of jammed in there. Mainly because the engine's in the wrong place. The rack wants to be where this front part of the oil pan is. The Fords have the oil pump here at the front. So yeah, we can't lose that, unfortunately. What we're going to have to do is slide everything back until we've got enough room to mount the rack. The picture in my head right now is the rack being in front of this and this being quite a bit further back. So, but yeah, we just got to get rid of a lot of the stuff, get it out of there, figure out just how we're going to do this. Oh, that's an interesting way of mounting the engine. They got some FE style engine mounts from Heights apparently, but this, yeah, I don't have an answer for you on that one.
There's no bolts in it?
There's no bolts in it. We've got a couple of bolts at the back here. There's 4 bolt holes, and 2 are bolted in and 2 are not.
You can see where they've moved the mount point back instead of using the holes.
Yeah, this is wrong. So yeah, we got a little bit of work in front of us.
Wow.
But it's a challenge, you know. We like a challenge here.
Look at that one. It's like welded and ripped off.
Yeah, it's but something like this, you've really just got to start over. There's no point in trying to fix what they started. It's like, let's just start with a clean slate, get rid of it, you know, get it all out, clean all the existing mounts that they've put in the wrong place out. We'll swing it back in the hole and we'll start getting it where it needs to go. And yeah, as you guys can imagine, I'm sure this is not a $1,500 exercise. So, but it's eminently doable, and we will get it done. So hey, stay with us. This one's going to be a little while, I suspect. A lot of ins and outs, a lot of trials and trimming, but we'll get it there. So yeah, keep an eye out for episode 2. See you guys.